Welcome back to A Moment with Miranda, where we take a few minutes to reflect, reset, and remind ourselves that we are enough. Today, I wanted to talk about the concept of starting over. It's something that many of us fear, but also something that carries immense power when we change our perspective. I came across this quote that really resonated with me. Don't be afraid to start over again. This time, you're not starting from scratch. You're starting from experience. These words hit home because they challenge the common fear that starting over means losing everything that we've worked for. But what if starting over is actually a strength? What if it's not about losing, but about gaining? There's something called the sunken cost fallacy, where we stay in situations, whether it's a job, a relationship, or a project, simply because we've already invested so much time, energy, and money into it. We think, I've already put so much into this, I can't just walk away now. But sometimes, walking away is exactly what we need to do. Sometimes we have to recognize that continuing down a path just because we've been on it for so long is actually what's holding us back. That's where this shift in perspective comes in. Think of life like a challenging video game. Something like a Souls game, where the difficulty is high, but the rewards are so worth it. In these games, when you face a tough boss and fail, you don't give up. You go back to the checkpoint and you try again. But you're not starting over from nothing. You're starting over with the knowledge you gained from the last attempt. You know more about the boss's moves, you've refined your strategy, and you've better prepared for the next round. It's about perseverance and learning from every setback. Life is the same way. When you're faced with starting over, you're not starting from scratch, you're starting from experience. Every time life hits you like a brick, every time you lose something you thought you couldn't live without, you're given the opportunity to rebuild. But this time, with all the wisdom, strength, and knowledge you've gained along the way. I thought I had everything that everyone else wanted. I thought I had it all figured out. But then life hit me hard, and I lost everything. I found myself starting from scratch. Or at least, that's what it felt like. But the truth is, I wasn't starting from scratch at all. I was starting with all the lessons life had taught me, all the strength that I had built, and all the perseverance I had developed over the years. Now, I'm thriving more than I ever have. Even though there is struggle, and it is still there. I push through, because I know that every mistake, every wrong move, and every lesson life has thrown at me has made me stronger, more resilient, and more capable. So the next time you find yourself at a point where you have to start over, I want you to remember this. You're not starting from scratch. You're starting from experience. You have the tools, the knowledge, and the strength to push through and thrive. It's okay to begin again, and it's okay to take what you have learned and build something even better, even if that takes time. Let's remind ourselves today that starting over is not a setback. It's a setup for something greater. Repeat after me. I am strong, and I can get through anything. I have the tools. And always remember, you are always enough, babe. Always.